Hello and welcome. This video is brought to you by thestreamingadvisor.com. Please like and subscribe to our channel. What we're going to do in this video today is talk about Plex on Android TV devices. I think that Plex on the Android TV, especially something like the NVIDIA Shield, which has, all the power in the world, is the best version of Plex available anywhere. Just to confirm that we are in fact using this on an NVIDIA Shield, I'm just going to show you the About page, the NVIDIA privacy policy, and so on and so forth. Just to sort of get that established, okay? So, we're on our NVIDIA Shield, and what we're going to do is make sure, before we start really getting deep into things, that we have the current version of Plex, as well as the current version of the Plex media server. The NVIDIA Shield is one of the only devices out there that you can actually run Plex app and the Plex media server on the same device. The only other things that will really do that is a full-fledged computer. So we're going to search for Plex here in the Google Play Store and just update it. It's going to download. It's already pending installing. Now, how fast your devices will upload Plex is all up to what kind of a connection you've got. And we've got a particularly fast one, so it downloaded it a lot faster than it's actually installing. We're going to let that update, and also we're going to go ahead and check out the server. Oddly enough, when you write Plex out completely, it only shows you the Plex app. But I noticed as we were typing it in, PLE, there's the Plex media server. So we're going to go ahead and update that as well. And this is just to make sure that we've got the current version of Plex completely updated and installed on our device. I would advise you to do the same. It might have automatically updated Plex, but if you've switched your internet provider or anything, something could have thrown it off. So once you've got everything all set up, you want to go ahead and make sure all of your apps are up to date. All right. Obviously, if it says uninstall, that means it is installed and updated. So let's jump back into Plex. Now, with the NVIDIA Shield, of course, you have a lot of options to get into things. But instead of going from this screen, I'm going to show you more of a, the way that you might approach Plex on your own. So you can use voice search to handle this kind of thing. It's got the whole Google system built in. And so, with the Google Home, you can just say, open Plex. And we should see it in just there we go. So now we have open Plex, and this is the new current view for Plex. You're aware that it has changed a bit over the years, but right now, it starts off with your home screen and a watch list feature, which is part of the features that we demonstrated in an earlier video on Plex, showing that you can build a watch list from multiple services. And see, that's the thing about Plex now is you can integrate multiple streaming services outside of Plex, which offers things like this live TV feed and its own selection of on-demand movies. You can now access things like HBO Max and Amazon Prime and Netflix all through Plex and launch it if you're using the right device. And in my eyes, the right device for this feature is most definitely Android TV. Roku and Amazon, neither of their products allow you to link directly to an app, which is strange because Amazon is, in fact, an Android-based operating system. But with the Android TV devices, Google TV, depending on what you've got, you are able to go into the Discover feature. You're able to choose a title we'll scan down. Let's see, that's just trailers. But you notice underneath this trailer section, it has available from your watch list. So we're going to hop down there and select The Bubble. The Bubble is a Netflix original. And believe it or not, it's pretty funny. People have been really ragging on Netflix lately, but you know, that's just my own opinion. I thought The Bubble was a pretty funny little movie. But when you say launch or jump into it, you'll see different choices as to watch it. And one of them is my Netflix subscription. And you see, all you have to do is tap on Netflix and it will launch Netflix. Ba-boom! There it is. Now we're going to just exit out of Netflix because we're not really going to start the movie or anything like that. Wouldn't want to upset any of the standards people. But, so after we back out of Netflix, we'll show you something else. So, let's reopen Plex. I love talking to TVs, it's funny. Alright, so here we are again, back in Plex. Let's go back to the Discover section. And let's look at some other titles and how they open. Never heard of this river here. So let's click on that, and where can we watch it? It doesn't see anything in things that we have downloaded, but it says it's available on all of these platforms. So, we'll click on Tubi because it's free. And you'll see it's something very interesting. It allows you to open it with a browser. I don't know why it doesn't encourage you just to download the app, but this is important because being able to open it within a browser means that you've got more choices, and it's actually another reason why I like Android TV. Android TV has a lot of on-screen browsers that you can use to watch content that maybe you can't get if you don't have the right apps. So you say OK, and boom, it's going to launch into Tubi through a browser and launch the movie. Now we're going to back out of that. Just close a couple of things down. All right, and again, let's open Plex. And while we're at it, let's download Tubi. Let's just go ahead and get the actual app and see if it updates the way that it displays in the app. So as you start typing T, Tubi sort of starts coming up. So we'll install the Tubi app. Pending. And installing. Alright, so after we get that done, we'll relaunch Plex, and we'll go to the same title and take a look at the difference. Clear out. Open Plex. You might notice there's a new logo for Plex, the prettier little happier X. Alright, we actually added that to our watch list. So, let's go into Discover. Go to a titles available through our watch list, and we'll find the river, or just river. And now, when you type on it, and you select it, it says watch from these locations. And it still doesn't put Plex on there, but within the section here, you can see it and open it within the Plex app instead of a browser. For the sake of it, let's always open things that are on Tubi in the Tubi app. And you see it's launching the Tubi app. We're just going to get out of this because, again, we're not trying to watch the movie in this video. We're just showing how it works. And see, that shows you a lot about the power of this setup. In Android TV, you're able to do a lot more. The only other system that I've seen that will do the direct linking is Apple TV, and that works well enough, but Apple TV doesn't have a browser built in. And so that gives you less flexibility than what you saw when we could launch a browser. Now, that open browser is something that I had to download separately. I didn't even realize it would work with Plex, honestly, when I did it. I was just looking for on-screen browsers that we could use on the NVIDIA Shield. But there it was. It was offered as an option along with Puffin TV, which is also an on-screen browser. Like I said, the thing that I don't understand is that Amazon has these kinds of options. They have some really good browsers that have been used for other things. But for some reason, Amazon has chosen to either not allow the deep linking, or Plex's coding has not allowed the Fire TV OS to link to other apps outside of Plex. So that's why I think that Android TV is really the best version of Plex right now. Especially something, like I said, something powerful like your NVIDIA Shield here, because not only does the NVIDIA Shield have the Plex app, it has the Plex server, which means that you can save content on here. And the new Plex Discover feature will actually allow you to both look at content that's on apps, including Plex, as well as search your own servers, which you saw when we were looking for the title on Netflix. So that's that. That's how all of this works. It's a really powerful, really diverse and versatile tool for your streaming needs. It's becoming almost an operating system in and of itself. But that's it. That is Plex for Android TV, and why we think it is by far the best Plex experience to really get the most out of the modern incarnation. I hope you found that helpful, and if you did, please subscribe to our channel. Like I said at the beginning, give us a like, share this video with your friends. As always, I'm Ryan Downey, the Streaming Advisor. Stream on, my friends.